We have some big news out of VCT Americas. 100 Thieves will be moving on from Zix, Xander, and Asuna heading into 2026. Now, I think a lot of people will be happy about a lot of this news. And I think the Zix part specifically makes quite a bit of sense. This team's read on the meta and stuff like that hasn't been very good throughout the past few years, and a lot of their comps just don't feel like they really work, especially with some of their individuals. This team never was really able to figure out the Teo meta, or even the metas after that, and sometimes before that as well. So it's just kind of a big issue with 100 Thieves and their read on the meta, and I think you can pin a lot of that stuff down to the coaches on a lot of teams. So I think Zix was kind of the fall guy for that. Asuna, I think you realistically could have kept, and I'm more okay with it now that it's the off season where you can get in a new player and kind of build around that new guy, and like have a whole off season to get him integrated rather than kind of panic replacing Asuna, because I think Asuna is a good player and could probably go to another tier 1 team, but I would like him to play more of a flash initiator role with a little bit of duelist rather than the permanent duelist play that he's on right now, really, for 100 Thieves. I just think that's not quite as good, but Cryo being on the team kind of forced him into doing that. So Asuna wasn't in a great spot for this team, and I think Xander coming in during stage 2, kind of revitalizing himself as an individual while IGLing, I think was a bump to his stock overall, but I think his calling towards the end of stage 2, specifically during playoffs, was very, very poor. And I think you can realistically use that as a reason to get rid of him. But also, like, you could probably let him develop during the offseason. Like, I'm usually against making roster changes unless you have to make them, or unless you feel like you have to make them. And this feels like one where you don't really have to make it, but it also is like, it's kind of weird. Like, Asuna, I would have kept personally. I think Xander is here or there, depending if you want to get a new IGL, if you want to move Cryo to a more passive role or something like that. Like, I think it can depend what you want to do with this roster. Maybe it's a signal that Cryo is going to be moving to smokes for this team, that Xander's gone, but it could mean a lot of different things. And I think we're just going to have to watch this play out. I would imagine also Kess will be leaving this team as well, and then they'll be rebuilding around Cryo and EU. That would make the most sense to me.